we gotta make some hits first. A lot of power. Shit.
I'm ready.
Ay, coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, big been dope on flame, I just switched the lanes, damn he did it again, I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything, swimming you sinking away, cause
oh, this is a different vehicle that we're in. Turn the AC off, I'm not used to that. We don't need AC.
Babe, it's hot.
We just got done doing a pretty intense workout, and we show up, and guess what's back? The Jeep TRACKHAWK.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, the Jeep TRACKHAWK was gone to Livernois Motorsports. That's who Kevin uses. Shout out Motion Raceworks, by the way. You see the hat? Hat's looking good. Anyways, Kevin did not want to mod the TRACKHAWK for the longest time, but Livernois Motorsports obviously made a deal with him, and it got modded, which I knew this was going to happen at some point. I was always like, he's going to mod it eventually. Like, when people start modding these TRACKHAWKs, they were insane. Like, you got to think, yeah, it's over 5,000 pounds, but it's all-wheel drive. If you ever had an all-wheel drive car, I had an all-wheel drive Evo with 500 wheel horsepower, and that thing was fun to whip around. I can't even imagine an automatic 8-speed, all-wheel drive, grocery-getting Jeep with 890 wheel horsepower. Supposedly that was in all-wheel drive mode too. So we've got 890, that's over 1,000 to the crank on tap. And it sounds quiet when you're just cruising around. So let's go ahead and put this in sport mode. And we'll give it a little go here. I'm actually supposed to be taking it to get washed because it's really dirty because it's been on a truck from Detroit. But we gotta make some hits first. So I'll kind of just roll into it, see how it feels. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Shit! Oh shit! What the? Damn! Wow. That was from a roll too. So we rolled in at like second gear, 20 miles an hour, so it was kind of not in the power band, and we just floored it. And it hooked up pretty decently. This thing's on some crappy street tires, but from a dig, it's not going to hook at all. Wow. It felt smooth too, like the transmission. Yeah, that was it shifts smoother than it did before. It used to shift kind of rough actually from the factory. And I don't know why, but it definitely shifts a lot smoother. Wow. That's insane. Also note, it's got half a tank of gas and it only has 79 miles left. If you want to know how much miles per gallon this thing gets now. So this is on a flex fuel system from Livernois Motorsports, so it can run pump gas to E85, and obviously with the changing of octane, it just changes the timing in the tables. So they had this on Kevin's Charger for a while, and then he actually switched to full E85 because he wanted full power all the time. But essentially on full E85, on its kill mode, it's making 890 to the wheels. Pretty insane. So he can, if he wants to go to town and put pump in it, he can put pump on it, and he can keep the same pulleys. It just drops the timing, I'm pretty sure, with a different octane. But oof, we're gonna have to give it a little launch here. That was awesome. So, but yeah, just driving around, it sounds normal. He only has, so he has a Livernois Motorsports intake, 285 upper pulley, lower pulley, the crank is pinned, stock headers, and a muffler delete. So it's really quiet. Even when you get on it, like you can hear the supercharger whine, but it's pretty quiet. We'll drop the windows on this next pull, see if you guys can hear the blower a little more. But yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Wait, first. Favorite part?
It's still really windy. It's really windy out in Amarillo, Texas. What do you expect? Maybe we can give this CTSV the sauce. I don't even think that's a B. Well, it's a V1. It's original Cadillac. It should be on auto.
You're really dark.
It's probably because it's trying to expose for the sun.
Shut that.
Yep, no more sunroof. Kennedy has to have the sunroof open because I don't have any vehicle that has one
I
now.
know, it makes me sad.
Sorry. But yeah, this thing, I want to really do it from a dig. It needs tires for sure. These street tires are terrible with this much power. Even though it's heavy, it's just too much power. It's a lot of power.
Yep.
That supercharger one, I don't know why he's like,
He sees
he's flooring it too. He was flooring it too, trying to run away. God, this thing is wild. Oh man, let's see if you want to see. That was embarrassing. Look how far back he was. That wasn't even fair.
That's hilarious. Golly.
That gets your heart racing.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, we're gonna try and go up here and we'll try and do a little one from a dig. Damn, I just let him floor it. Oh, that was embarrassing. Okay, this is a dig in a 2018 Jeep TRACKHAWK with 890 wheel horsepower.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Ready? Ready?
I'm ready.
What the F, dude?
Oh my gosh.
That's retarded. That's too much sauce.
I like all the sauce.
What'd you think?
That was awesome. Let's do it again.
It's definitely still kind of slow, like after 85, 90 miles an hour, but holy crap. The 0 to 60, we had to have just beat the original 0 to 60. Let's see if we can find it real quick. That was awesome. I would literally, I don't even know. I would get in so much trouble in this thing.
Mm-hmm. You would literally race everybody.
Oh yeah, like why
anytime you would drive it.
Literally, everyone from a dig, calling them out. Dude, this is insane. Average is 7.9 miles per gallon. Sorry, Kev. I'm gonna break this thing before Kevin even gets a chance to drive. Kevin drove it literally from the house to work and then had to work. It says, oh yeah, it's 0 to 100. But yeah, see, just driving around like it's just normal. This is how loud the blower was before. It's just normal. It might be slightly louder with the Livernois intake, but it's just like driving a 890 wheel horsepower TRACKHAWK.
No big deal.
If you had a 900 horsepower Hellcat to the wheels, like it would be loud, aggressive. This thing is quiet. Like how can you buy something better than this? There's not. Because some people might say, oh, get a GTR, but GTR is 2 doors. Like this is a big 4-door, lots of room. People could say a Trailblazer SS, but you got to put a lot of money into those to make 890 to the wheels. Like you don't have to put very much money into these. Upper pulley, lower pulley, tune, injectors. That's right, it got injectors. I don't know if it got pumps or not, because I thought these already had dual fuel pumps. But all right, we'll do one last pull here in the Livernois built TRACKHAWK.
Okay.
The brakes still work very good.
I'm glad they do.
Oh man, that was awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video as much as Kennedy and I did making it. It was kind of a rush situation. Kennedy had to go back to Lubbock right after that, and she happened to have her camera on it. So we used her camera, which has a 35mm lens, which this camera right now is a 24mm lens, so it gives it that little bit wider effect. So it was really hard for her to film with the 35mm, but we made it work, just if you guys were wondering why it was kind of zoomed in and sometimes out of focus. Look at that Viper though. So, in this corner, right here, ready for it, right there. that is the big reveal for the Mustang. If you guys are not tuned in to the channel, I've been saying that there's a huge thing coming for my Mustang. I have a single turbo custom made Mustang by none other than Streetcar Joe. And we've been saying that a big thing is coming. Part of it is sitting right there in the back of my truck. It came out of nowhere. It wasn't supposed to come that soon, but it is right there. Right there. I don't want to show you guys yet, and I don't want to reveal it yet because obviously we're going to make a whole video about that, and not everything is with it that we need to actually make that thing, whatever it is, work. So, just so you guys know, it's right there. There, it's a box on a pallet. So, you guys can keep guessing down below, but that came in a lot sooner than we thought, which means I actually have to start working on the Mustang and getting some stuff done. But like I said, in the next video, you'll find out we're just waiting on a few things to tidy up the air to water system, but I can't believe that's already in here. That's crazy. So we're waiting on a few more things to actually make that work, and then we will release that video. So if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Huge things coming for the single turbo Mustang, and that's a really cool, badass looking Dodge Viper. I need to do another video on this. I got a few video ideas on this, but Kevin just got it back, so I'm sure he's got a lot of stuff he wants to do on it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video of Kennedy and I taking the TRACKHAWK on its first little run. And of course we ran into a CTS-V, which I think ended up being actually just a regular CTS with like a V6 after hearing the exhaust. But anyways, it was a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, Vanby39. I will see you guys on the next one.